Welcome to Evolution in Controls. I'm your host, Tim Wilson. Thank you for joining us. Security and safety are never really very far from mind, whether in our personal lives or our workday world. In our world of factory automation, automation is firmly entrenched on the factory floor. The technology continues to develop and advance, and our workers interact with that automation in an increasingly intelligent and fully integrated fashion. But with each step increase in the intelligence of our automation, or the next advancement in the capabilities of our automation, the same question must be asked and answered each time. How do we keep our workers safe or secure within the new and ever-changing environment that is our manufacturing space? The answer is that the devices upon which we rely must simply keep pace with the advancements in automation. And that is why Evolution Motion partners with those who are leading the way. One such partner is Euchner, a specialist in safety products and solutions. Today, we are joined by Mr. Matt Clark and Mr. Bob Lugenbeal to walk us through their technology, their company, and help us to understand where it's headed. Guys, thanks for joining me.
Thanks, Tim.
Thanks for having us.
Let's just start with introductions. Matt, you've been on our podcast before and at a trade show, and but let's just start. Your names, your titles, what you do, how long you've been with the company.
So I've been with Euchner now for 2.5 years. Prior to that, I worked for you, Tim, at Evolution Motion Solutions, the former Morel. I spent 15 years there as a product manager. So pretty much the entire time I've been in this industry, I've been at some level selling safety.
And you were selling safety for Evolution in Indianapolis.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So I've been doing that for quite a while. In my current role, I have a team of six territory salespeople
Okay.
that are scattered throughout the eastern U.S.
Your territory covers what?
Covers from Michigan down to Louisiana and everything to the East Coast.
To the east. Okay.
Yeah. So I have these 6 territory salesmen. They help me manage our distribution network, which is, I want to say about 20 strong.
Okay.
We have about 20 distributors in the eastern U.S., plus sprinkle in some, direct accounts that they're responsible for. They make me look good on a daily basis. They do a great job. It's actually, I have the easiest job in the world, I think. And I got a great boss. I had to say that because he's sitting right here.
Okay, so with that segue, Matt, tell us about yourself.
Yeah, I'm Director of Sales at Euchner USA. I've been there 2 years.
Okay.
Prior to that, I've been in sales for about 8 years. And then prior to that, I did engineering for about 15 years.
You came from engineering into the dark world of sales, huh?
I came to the more money world of sales.
Well, thanks for joining me, guys. We want to talk about the technology, but I also want to hear and learn about Euchner as a company. Tell us about Euchner, the company. What's its founding? What is it? What are its roots? What kind of stuff do they sell?
So Euchner started in 1954. It is a family-owned business, and it has remained a family-owned business the entire time.
How many generations?
They're on the 3rd generation with Stefan Euchner as the managing director. We've gone through some significant expansions over the last few years, the latest being the expansion in Germany, in Stuttgart, with our factory there, basically doubling in size. Our capabilities have increased. Our warehouse capacity has significantly
Manufacturing
increased.
space as well over there.
Yes, an increase in manufacturing space. And we've done some expansions here. We recently moved from our small office in Elk Grove Village to a very large 28,000 square foot facility in Schaumburg, Illinois.
That's your U.S. headquarters?
That is our
Chicago
U.S.
area?
headquarters, yes.
Okay.
And we've increased probably tenfold what our warehouse capability is there.
Mm-hmm.
We have a product specialist or applications engineer who heads up our applications engineers. He's out of Stuttgart, and all of our operations, customer service are also in I said Stuttgart, it's in Schaumburg. And yeah, so it's a really nice facility. We are actually doing trainings there with customers, with distributors. We're doing customer events, customer meetings.
Do you do manufacturing there, or is the U.S. just inventory warehousing?
We're operations and warehousing here in the U.S. In North America, we do our custom pendants out of Canada, but for the most part, everything is done out of Stuttgart.
How big are you in terms of, how many employees do you have worldwide?
Yeah, about 1,000. And
Okay.
there's about 23 of us, so subsidiaries.
Okay.
We've grown,
23 subsidiaries
yeah,
around the
globally.
globe.
That
Yep.
footprint's increasing. So that's part of the growth from our company too, is how we put footprints in the world. There's a lot of different emerging markets we touch on, but
We've doubled our size in about 2.5 years as far as the number of people here in the U.S.
Okay.
The number of salespeople, I think there were 3 salespeople when I started. We're now at 12 strong. Plus, we have a business development team as well that we didn't have previously. So we have 4 individuals who have verticals that they're responsible for, and they're really starting to pay off for us.
What are the roots of Euchner? What did they start out in? Has it always been safety products? Has it kind of changed over the years?
yeah. So no, safety is not a new topic for us, but it's not our first topic. So we started out in the machine tool industry, making mechanical switches and things, cams, things of that nature. Long time ago. Products we still support actually. So it shows the quality of a German product, and it showcases our commitment to our customers. Those are things we have to see and touch every day. But safety for us has been around late 80s, early 90s.
Okay.
And yeah, we've been a pioneer of that as well. First with the RFID technology, first with the safety gate interlock. So a lot of firsts for our company. Safety was not one of them, but it's definitely our leading product now.
Yeah, we're about 80% safety now.
80% safety. What's the core product of your safety product offering? Do you have one?
That depends on who you talk to, Tim.
Okay. All right.
For some customers, it's just our standard RFID safety interlocks, our CES switches.
Okay.
But for our major customers who have larger machines, it's probably our MGB line. MGB line's been out since early 2000s. With the first generation MGB, we are now on second generation MGB.
And that's been out just a few years, right?
Yeah, about 5 years.
Okay.
Now. So
Right.
I started selling I think the first one I sold was just a couple of years before I left Morel.
Yeah.
In 2013 was the first one I sold.
Okay.
So, sold a lot of them too. I
Yeah.
mean, it was one of those products that really took off, the modularity of it. And I'll actually let Matt go more into that because probably the biggest thing we've got coming down the pike is the MGB2 modular with the SIP safety over Ethernet IP, and Matt has been pretty heavily involved with Germany in the development of that. So.
Well, let's talk about the MG. Just exactly what is it, and then what makes it special or different now in the second generation?
Yeah. So MGB on our end stands for multifunction gate box.
Okay.
I think that's pretty self-explanatory, but think about a box with a bunch of functions in it.
Yep. And it's for a gate or a door.
It's for a gate or a door of any type.
All right.
So historically, this was first the market with that. We think about you've got a robot, it's running, and you've got a lot of functionality. You need to get in, a button to get in,
Right.
a button to restart the cell, maybe a key switch to take with you.
Some kind of credential to say that you're authorized to go in or not.
You could. Yeah, you could have that. In the past, it would be a key switch. So that's where we bridge from the old technology to the new technology and joining that together.
Okay.
We do have access control.
Right.
That's one of the new features that comes out from MGB1 to MGB2. But you've got this all-in-one box, essentially. I'm going to call it the older version, but still very active product. And we've taken that and had the approach of modularity with it and expandability. And that's what differentiates MGB1 from MGB2.
Define the modularity. How is that realized? What do I see different?
Yeah, so you've got a lock you go into as a box, right?
Yep.
So instead of having fixed positions on it, you have slices you can pull in and pull out. That's how you make it modular. So you can take the approach of making your own version unique to your machine. You can tweak it a little bit for somebody else's machine. So if you're an OEM or you're building to spec, you can change spec quite easily because you just change out the modules instead of the whole box.
If I want 3 buttons on it, I can put 3 buttons in it.
Yep.
If I need 2 buttons and an e-stop, I could do that.
Correct. Yeah, and we have a lot of different slices for it. The
Okay.
family's got 130 plus, 135.
It's growing every day. Pretty much as soon as somebody wants something different,
Yeah.
they're able to quickly make it.
Right.
Yeah.
And that probably makes it easier from an inventory standpoint. You're not stocking a part that is only going to be used one time.
Correct. There's quite a bit of commonality in the parts, but you know, when you're changing out one little piece instead of the whole thing, quite a bit easier for inventory management and costing of inventory as well.
Along with that, the lock modules can be left hand or right hand. That's
Okay.
another benefit to that. The whole lock module can be flipped upside down to go from a left hand to a right hand. The sub modules, they can be flipped 180 degrees. So that is another benefit to reduce the amount of inventory somebody has to have.
Is there a maintenance impact that customers care about on this? Do they care that it's modular? Is it
Easily recoverable from failures.
okay?
So if a push button wears out or sticks or emergency stop gets broken off,
easier to replace.
you just replace that sub module. You don't have to secure power to do it. It's hot swappable. You take that out, you put in that, where the old days you had to do, well, not just the old days, now with our first generation MGB, if something goes wrong with that whole lock
thing
module
comes
has
out.
to come out, which is a lot more expensive than a sub module.
Yeah.
And it takes time. You know, you have to disconnect it, you have to unbolt it from the fence, and then you have to put the new one on, bolt it back up. So it takes a little bit of time, where this is just 2 screws, pop it out, and you're done.
You said something about new SIP safety. Is that?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
So in the world of safety PLCs, there's really 3 protocols: Profinet, EtherCAT, and Ethernet IP. Profinet's ProfiSafe, EtherCAT's functional safety over EtherCAT, Ethernet IP is SIP safety. So we've got the MGB2 out in EtherCAT and ProfiSafe,
Okay.
or EtherCAT and Profinet,
Yeah.
and we're releasing it in Ethernet IP. So for the North American market, that's paramount.
You got to have Ethernet IP.
Correct. So
And is it out now? Is it? Are we weeks away or months away?
yeah, so I would say from a fully realized product with UL and all the certificates, that's end of the year. We'll be out in September of this year promoting it, but we've had it in alpha and beta testing with strategic end customers for over a year now. So it's been in development for a long time. I think we've got all the bugs worked out of it, and we'll be going on our parade this fall to drum up things and kind of get the pre-orders going, I guess, as you'd say.
Okay. So is there a bus module on this thing? Is it built into the body? How does the communication work?
Yeah, that's probably one thing we didn't talk about was expandability, and that's paramount, I think, for the way Rockwell goes about their PLC structure.
Expandability of the MGB?
Yeah, so in our previous version, the Generation 1, the bus module was part of the lock module.
It was just built into the body.
And for every door, you had a bus module, and that bus module had an IP address that communicated back to a PLC. With this one, we have a bus module. It stands apart and actually can feed up to 6 of these MGBs. So I can now have
one IP address,
6 doors. I can also add, because of our different submodules that we have have submodules that have emergency stops, push buttons, keyed selector switches. We have M12 connectors.
Access control, as you said.
Access control.
Yep.
All that can go onto this MGB now and communicate over SIP safety.
So I could have
Ethernet
6
IP.
credential readers all coming into the same bus module.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yep. All right. And you say the MGB2 has been out for about 5 years, I think
About 5
you said?
years.
About 5 years. And then this is the kind of the next step of what's coming.
It's always been planned to do it. It's just, it's been slower than
It's on the
other
roadmap.
ones. Yes.
It's been on the roadmap.
Yeah.
So
I think that's important to note. If you've got a global machine builder, they can keep their buttons and all their stuff the same, and they can swap out the bus module and be like, here's the North American one, here's the European one.
Yep.
what about backwards compatibility? Does the bus module for the MGB2, does that work with the bus module that was built into the MGB1?
It does not. No, the old MGB1 has to maintain that.
Maintain that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That can't be
Right.
swapped out.
I would say as we do version control with the
Yeah.
MGB2, if you
Yeah.
have an old MGB2 bus node and you move to a new one,
Yep.
it will be backwards compatible.
Okay.
And but they're two separate entities within the
Yeah.
the PLC.
Yeah. So one of the things I like to talk about, I think our listeners like, is try to look at the future. What do we see? So this is 5 years, it's been out. This is kind of the last step. If we're going to talk about what kind of product comes out in the next 5 years, what are you working on? What do you think is the next thing that's going to come out? Is it going to change Euchner as a company? What do you see?
I don't know it's going to change us. It's going to make us, probably the next best thing we got coming out is safety over IO link.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's something that we're looking at now. We have a couple switches being ready to be released with that. We need an IO link master for safety.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think if the question is AI going to take safety away, I don't think it is.
there you go. There you go.
That Skynet's not coming for safety. It's
Yeah,
still going to be a
yeah,
thing, and
yeah.
we're still going to pioneer products in it,
Yeah.
which is what we do. I think for us, the next big thing is IO-Link safety.
Mhm.
I think you'll see safety go from just discrete devices and safety PLCs to smaller external devices, and the way to get that information back across an economical protocol would be IO-Link safety.
And just keep this in mind. Euchner as a company historically has been on the leading edge of new technology coming out, and nobody expected a locking safety interlock switch with RFID. Nobody expected that. They did it. Nobody expected the MGB to originally come out, and they did it. Nobody expected ever using RFID, period, and Euchner did it. Our counterparts in Germany, rest assured, they're working on something. We just don't know about it yet, but we're excited to find out.
Well, when they do launch something, will you guys come back and talk to us about it?
Absolutely.
Maybe if they put AI into your MGB. You'll come back and talk about it, Bobby?
Absolutely. Or I'll just send my AI counterpart. How's that?
Guys, thanks so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. Thanks
for
the
having
time.
us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
To learn more about Euchner and the products and their solutions, visit euchner-usa.com. To learn more about Evolution Motion Solutions and our products and solutions, visit evolutionmotion.com. Don't forget to subscribe to Evolution in Controls on whatever platform you use for podcasts, or on YouTube for a video version, so you can be updated when we release new episodes. Thank you again for joining us today. I'm Tim Wilson, and remember, keep moving.